Live from WTVO Rockford and your home team. Eyewitness News at 5 starts now.
Boone County deputies checking out a suspicious vehicle find a dead man at a local business. We'll tell you what we know about the early morning discovery.
The nation's Secretary of Agriculture comes to Illinois, the new federal investment that could impact the state's farmers.
A State Line Elementary School gets ready to start classes next week. The focus is on getting kids excited about returning.
Good evening, I'm Mimi Murphy.
And I'm Eric Wilson. Boone County Sheriff's deputies are investigating a death in Belvedere.
The body was found at a storage unit business. The body was discovered early this morning on Belford Industrial Park in Belvedere. That's near Irene and Newburgh roads. Sheriff's deputies say they came across a suspicious vehicle in the parking lot. An open storage unit was found nearby. Obviously, this is not the right video for this story. The body of a man, possibly in his 50s, was found inside. Investigators say there was no obvious cause of death. A Rockford woman will spend time in prison on federal firearm charges. Kiana Martin was sentenced to 18 months on Monday. Back in May, the 30-year-old pled guilty to making false statements. According to the plea agreement, Martin lied several times to federally licensed firearms dealers, saying she was the buyer of guns. Those guns then went to felons who are not allowed to buy them. The act is known as straw purchasing. A new poll shows widespread support of making changes to gun laws in this country. The University of Chicago and the Associated Press conducted a recent poll of more than 1,300 Americans. 71% said they support stricter gun laws. Most of them owned guns, and about half were Republicans. 59% said they favor banning the sale of AR-15 rifles and similar semi-automatic weapons. And 8 out of 10 Americans say they believe gun violence is increasing around the country.
Twitter's former security chief files whistleblower complaints against the social media site. Peter Zatko accuses the company of negligence in its attempts to root out fake accounts that spread disinformation. He says Twitter misled federal regulators, falsely claiming it had put in stronger cybersecurity measures to protect users. Zatko was fired this year. He filed the complaints last month. In a statement, Twitter describes Zatko's allegations as false and riddled with inconsistencies. Other social media platforms' users may have some money coming. Snapchat settled a lawsuit that accused the company of collecting and storing users' biometric data without customers' informed consent. That's a violation of Illinois' biometric privacy law. It's one of the strictest in the U.S. If you've used Snapchat's lenses or filters over the past 7 years, you might qualify for a cut of the $35 million settlement. The payout is expected to be between $58 and $117. You must submit a claim by November 5th. Court still needs to approve the deal. That's scheduled for a mid-November hearing. To learn how to file a claim, find this story at mystateline.com.
Federal health officials are investigating an E. coli outbreak that has sickened dozens of people. Nearly 40 people have been infected in 4 states, with most cases coming from Michigan and Ohio. A specific food has not been confirmed as the source of the outbreak, but most people reported eating sandwiches with romaine lettuce from Wendy's restaurants before getting sick.
The Better Business Bureau warns about scammers offering gas gift cards. The scheme is designed to get your credit card details and other personal information. It can be found on social media, in email, or in a survey. The sender often claims to be Shell, but watch out for other companies. Scammers request a small fee to get your credit or debit card information. The Better Business Bureau says legitimate companies won't ask you to pay money to receive something you won or to get a free gift. They also won't request you pay with a gift card.
Speaking of fueling up, when you stop at the pump, you normally have an option between unleaded and diesel. But a new federal investment will try to make a third option of biofuels available at more gas stations. Ethanol blends are cheaper than regular gas. They're also made here in Illinois out of corn and soybeans. The U.S. Secretary of Agriculture, Tom Vilsack, came to Illinois to tout a $500 million investment in these kinds of pumps.
We get these dollars to work as quickly as the Caseys of the world are willing to make the investment. It's not so much going to be how long it takes us, it's going to be how long it takes Caseys to be able to figure out where do they want to retrofit their system.
Vilsack says this won't just benefit stations in the state. Illinois farmers can also export their products to other states and across the world. Some local kids are already back to their school routine. Others have a few days of summer left.
One Rockford grade school wants kids and parents to be prepared. That's the focus of an event Nikel Delgado spent some time at. Nikel?
That's right, Eric and Mimi. Cherry Valley Elementary School held its second mobile block party, all to engage with families and students to generate excitement about the upcoming school year.
It's awesome. Our kids were so excited. We made sure we took work off for this.
Katie and Alex Matthews have 2 children that will be starting school next Thursday at Cherry Valley Elementary School. The Matthews tell me they never miss a school event because of all of the resources provided for them.
I've even heard other people searching for resources online for supplies and backpacks, and we got this especially for us at Cherry Valley, so it's really cool that we have this resource at our fingertips.
Katie and Alex tell me they never had anything like this growing up, and they are happy their kids get the opportunity to see old friends and make new ones before school starts. Principal at Cherry Valley Elementary School, Caroline Tim, says not only do they want families and students to be excited about school starting, but also want to make school resources available to the parents while making a connection with the community.
Our goal is to go to the neighborhoods, meet the kids, meet the families, see where they live, you know, how they feel important that we're coming to see them instead of them always coming up to the school.
The mobile event had multiple neighborhood stops in the Harrison, Alpine, and the Newburgh areas. Kids got slushies as a sweet treat and backpacks full of school supplies. The block party also included the Rockford Public Library, the Rockford Rescue Mission, and Crusade Clinic, supporting adult education and services, and the Rockford Fire and Police Department with smoke detectors and safety.
And build that bridge to the families to the school connection, because we can't do it without our parents, and our parents need us to help them with their kids too. We all have the same goal, and that is, you know, to educate and raise good human beings in our community.
The Matthews family are happy that the schools want to make going back to school fun and exciting.
Cool. So the more involved you want to be, the more the school will be involved with you.
Principal Tim tells me they want to continue to do this mobile block party and other events just like this to help their families. Eric?
Pfizer has officially asked the FDA for emergency use authorization on its new COVID vaccine designed to target the original virus and the latest Omicron subvariants.
Rena Roy tells us who would be eligible and shares some promising statistics.
With cooler weather right around the corner, Pfizer staying one step ahead of a potential surge of COVID-19 in the fall and winter. The drug company applying for emergency use authorization of its updated COVID booster, which contains both the original vaccine and a newer one that's been adapted for the latest Omicron variants.
The benefit of this mRNA technology is that you can tweak it with respect to the genetic fingerprint of the circulating variant.
People 12 years and older who have already had the primary series of the COVID vaccine would be eligible for the new shot.
We know immunity wanes with time, 6 months, 9 months, whether you've been vaccinated and or infected, you're going to need that booster.
The FDA authorization is expected early next month, then the CDC would need to sign off. Soon after, we could see shots in arms. Pfizer telling ABC they will have millions of doses ready to go. Moderna is expected to ask for a similar emergency authorization soon. For now, new COVID cases appear to be going down across the country. Recent data also showing the spread of the highly contagious Omicron subvariant BA.5 has slowed. Schools in New York State easing COVID restrictions this fall.
The big news is no more quarantining, no more test to stay. And the days of sending an entire classroom home because one person was symptomatic or test positive, those days are over.
And a big announcement from the man who has helped lead the fight against COVID. Dr. Anthony Fauci saying he will be stepping down from his government roles in December. It is unclear what is next for the 81-year-old, but he says he is not retiring just yet. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
Now, your first warned weather forecast from Chief Meteorologist Candace King.
Well, it has been another comfortable afternoon as temperatures today climb back into the upper 70s, low 80s. We made it to 83 degrees right on that forecast high today. That number now in Rockford at 79, 79 also in Freeport, still at 81 in Janesville, and 79 our current temperature in Rochelle. We have 81 for our weather watcher Ben in South Beloit. Comfortable dew point number sits at 58. No rainfall for us today. Temperature right at 80 degrees here for Mike just north of Forston. light breeze out there with just a few fair weather cumulus clouds popping up here over this afternoon. That cloud cover will continue to fade away. We take a live look with our SkyTrack camera now out in Freeport at the Park Hills Golf Course. This will leave us once again with a mostly clear sky as we go through the night tonight. High pressure continues to remain the rule of thumb. That'll carry us over into tomorrow. Tomorrow, again, same thing. You've got a little ground fog tomorrow morning, partly cloudy skies for the afternoon. Only difference is we're going to add in more cloud cover tomorrow night, and eventually that will lead to some rainfall for the start of Thursday. That, with our system that is starting to work into the northern plains, that'll dive closer to us once we get into the afternoon and evening hours tomorrow. So we put this all together. Comfortable out there tonight. Wind will start to shift around to the south later tonight, during the day tomorrow. A little more cloud cover works in by the afternoon, but we are still dry. So even though Futurecast tries to show a couple of sprinkles working in across parts of northwest Illinois, I think we stay dry through at least tomorrow night. As a cold front begins to move closer to us, chance for showers and a couple of thunderstorms will be possible, not only overnight Wednesday, but also going into the start of Thursday. That'll help keep temperatures down just a bit as the wind begins to shift a little more to the north Thursday afternoon. High pressure does build in behind that for Friday, which will eventually clear us out for Friday afternoon. As far as rainfall amounts are concerned, it isn't going to be a gully washer. You've got about around 1/4 of an inch, maybe up to 1/2 an inch south and west of areas. I think areas along and west of the Mississippi River may actually end up with a little more rainfall, kind of with a complex of thunderstorms that'll likely be moving through central and eastern Iowa. Another area where we've been fairly quiet with weather recently has been the tropics. Usually around this time we start to get into the peak of hurricane season, but we've only had 3 named tropical systems so far this year. Now, despite our surface temperatures and across the water remaining fairly warm, so we've got those favorable conditions as far as the sea surface temperatures are concerned. A couple of factors going against the development here of that tropical development. One of that being kind of an increase in wind shear in the environment. You need lower wind shear to get the hurricanes. It's the opposite for severe weather. You need high wind shear to get severe weather here. But there's also been quite a bit of dust coming off of Africa. Dust is a major suppressor of any sort of tropical system. See, when you get the sunshine, and it helps to kind of heat up the surface of the earth and also the ocean temperatures, you allow those waters to warm. Well, when you introduce that dust, it suppresses that moisture and suppresses the heat that we need, so you're not able to really get that type of development. We may see that trend kind of decrease within the next week, maybe 2 weeks, so there may be a little more of an uptick in some tropical development once we get into September, but really kind of late August through September, October, kind of the peak time for the hurricane season before we see that come to an end in November. For us, we've got some thunderstorms, guys, that'll start to work in once we get into the weekend. Slight chance on Saturday. I think better chance for rain and storms Sunday night into Monday.
Now sports with sports director Scott Leber.
Cubs began the day with 2 shots to snap the Cardinals' 8-game winning streak thanks to a day-night doubleheader. In the first game, they turned to 25-year-old Javier Assad on the hill, making his major league debut, and Assad delivered. He pitched 4 shutout innings, allowing 4 hits and striking out 3. Seiya Suzuki had an RBI single. The Cubs win 2-0, so the Cardinals' 8-game winning streak ends. And the Cubs will go for the doubleheader sweep tonight. Adrian Sampson will be the Cubs' starting pitcher. Jake Wood will go for the Cardinals. The White Sox play in Baltimore this evening. Dylan Cease will go after his 13th win. And the Beloit Sky Carp are about to open up their final homestand of the season. They'll open up a 6-game set against Peoria tonight, followed by 6 games against Quad Cities. Well, Matt Eberflus is no Matt Nagy. He plans to play his starters in the Bears' final preseason game Saturday evening in Cleveland. That includes Justin Fields and Roquan Smith. They could be in for 25 to 30 plays in the first half. A few veteran starters will be pulled a bit earlier. The Bears also made some cuts today to reduce their roster to 80. The most notable cut was second-year receiver Daz Newsome. He was the Bears' 6th-round draft pick last year. The Packers freed up 1 roster spot by trading second-year offensive lineman Cole Van Lanen to the Jaguars for an undisclosed draft pick. Van Lanen grew up in Green Bay, and he's starting college at Wisconsin. Nick Saban's once again the highest-paid coach in college football. He's had an extra year added on to the back of his contract that now runs through 2030. Saban will make an average of $11.7 million a year. He moves back ahead of Georgia coach Kirby Smart on the pay scale. And our final high school football preview comes your way later tonight at 9 and 10. We'll catch up with the Akron Bulldogs. That's sports. We'll be right back.
Candace has a final weather check up next.
But first, here's a look at what's to come on News Nation tonight.
Tonight, the danger of America's reliance on the private sector in space. Can NASA prove it still has the right stuff? And is canceling student loans really fair? Will people who played by the rules ever get their money back? That's On Balance. Here's Ashley.
Thanks. Tonight on Banfield, one-on-one with Paul Manafort. And Chris Cuomo asks about a possible Trump running mate.
What does he need?
Plus, low water levels expose mystery tracks. Who or what do you think left these behind? That's tonight on Banfield on News Nation.
That's all coming up tonight on the fastest growing cable news network in America, News Nation. It's available on the cable and satellite stations you see here. You can also head to newsnation.com.
The first Warren Interactive Radar brought to us by Rockford Auto Glass and More. Nice and quiet for us here as we go through this evening. Like this morning, you may have a little ground fog early tomorrow, but tomorrow going to be very similar to today, up to 84. We do see more cloud cover, though, tomorrow night, and eventually that'll lead to some showers and an isolated thunderstorm going into Thursday.
All right, thanks, Candace.
Stay safe.